What's up, party people? Turn this stuff down here. Little music today. Found the royalty-free section of Spotify. I am excited. Whoa, that mic was probably a little loud for you there. All right, what happened to the music here? Something, nothing. Now it's gone. I got too excited. I just ended. I don't even know. It sucks. Everything was working great. Just killed it. Oh no. Bummer. Mute the entire window here. I give up. Oh well. We had cool music for like a few minutes. I'm gonna try to fix this. I feel like I have to. Play. We did it! Let's go, Wendell! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Turn that down for a second here. What's up? How's it going? You got music up in the house? I'm so excited for this issue. Today, we are going over the top 200 best ad photographers worldwide. Lurzer.com. Yes, we are. I promise to be this annoying throughout, so you have something to look forward to. So this particular issue is it's really all about the best. You have to submit with other photographers in your category and then get chosen to be one of the 200. That's right. That's how it goes. If you think about it, and this is worldwide. Worldwide. Real big. Lots of people. So, oh, someone's calling me. Denied. So that's where that's at. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Happy Friday. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll let the stragglers roll in because we're about to go through this super juicy issue. There's over 464 pages of just awesome photography. The world's best. The top 200 to be specific. How's everybody doing today? You're all super quiet. I think that's a new thing. But I've learned not to patronize your lurkers, so lurk on. Is this thing in focus again? I keep moving my camera. I think I'm going to try it somewhere else next time. I feel like my head's getting cut off. But I did make myself as small as possible for today, so that way we can maximize page viewership. All right. Leave it one more minute here, and then we will get started. Oh, there you guys go. Now you're spilling in. Tell your friends about it. It's going to be good. All right. We're about as ready as we're going to get. Right. Here we go. Special thanks to Claudia Kaufman over at Lurzer Archive for sending me the digital copy of the latest issue so that way we can review it on screen. Very exciting. So, this is the issue. I'm going to turn this down a little bit more just because I love it, but I need to fight. There we go. All right. So, the jury for volume 200 best. I don't know. Andrea Hutchins. Heather Elder. Nice. Mateo. Who else we got here? Yep. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Good job, guys. Here we go. All right. Next. All right. This is the alphabetical index and by country. So you know it's international. Interesting. Lots of stuff here. Alexis, good job. Good job, Jonathan, on getting acknowledged here. Read that later. Animals. Look at this. It's always interesting to see what people will do next with the animal. This time it's soap. Bubbles. Delicious. So, it's very interesting. Smug guy here. The same for shooter. Let's see. Oh, different shooter. Darian. We have Alexander and Peter. I can't imagine this being my job. I feel like I would just have the creepy crawlies all over my skin all day and all night. Oh, these are... Well... Lack of a better term, that looks like my wife. Or at least me at some point. That's cool. Black on black. I love that. Look at this. It's a fun way of doing that. Good job, Paul and Charlie. I love black. I love black and black. I'm known as like the night shooter, the guy who shoots all the stuff, black cars at night. So it's nice to see somebody else pigeonholed into that arena. Good luck, Paul. See you. This is nice. I feel like octopus is like kind of like a theme this year because of that movie My Octopus Teacher, which I love and which puts my kid to sleep every single day. Thank you, nap time supporter. This is nice. You know, architecture is one of those extremely challenging things. I feel like even as a car shooter, you know, I don't really have any cityscapes in my portfolio, but as a car shooter, just shooting cars in architecture is extremely challenging. Just to, you know, this is nice. A nice little take on something that is usually frustrating and boring at times. This is cool. Maybe this is what? Yeah, looks like the TWA hotel. That's fun. Very cool. Colors are nice. Different. Where does it go? Very interesting. Good promo piece, Mark. That's the other cool thing about Losers, is you can submit pieces that are also self-promotion rather than just constant ad jobs. I did that for mine. This is cool. I like venue, Harrison and Star, New York. Very neat. COVID retrospective. You know, I did this too. I drove around LA and did a bunch of shots. That's all I could do. I had my kid all day and I was like, I don't want to stay home all day. Nice. That's cool. I like the dark theme kind of happening here. Oh, this is cool. What a cool take on architecture. This is pretty neat. You know, you're really starting to see the wide angle, lens kind of come into play. I feel like that inspiration kind of came from the when the new iPhones came out. They came out with their giant super wide angle lens, and I feel like that was a big part of what people got really into. You can see that started, and now I feel like it's so cool because once a technique becomes the trend, then you get to see people really push it to its limits and see like I've seen people starting to use almost fisheye and 11 millimeter lens and stuff. It's probably around Behance right now. I don't remember his name. Let's see here. Maybe I can find it. It doesn't seem like I can find it right now. Anyways, we'll go on the samples of that later. The coolest thing, it's funny. I always feel like, or that I need to catch myself critiquing stuff, but I always remember like half the stuff that well, more than half, unfortunately, that I do, I hate. I think that's why we keep content creating, is because we get stuck in this world of never being satisfied. And you get that satisfaction for like a split second. Like I'll take a picture and I'll be like, oh, that's amazing. And then you just start to rip it apart visually. And then mentally you're like, oh, that is horrible. What was I thinking? You just gotta kind of back up and let it go and realize this is all subjective. If it wasn't subjective, the tax codes on art would be way tighter than they actually are. This stuff is beautiful. It's really, really nice. Good afternoon. Hello, Brazil. Welcome. Always love having people from around the world. Stuff's really nice. So I love these plays with composition. I feel like that's something we should go over. One of these episodes, one of these days, we'll go through this thing and we'll break down composition and like why these little tension pieces here matter, and how these shadows draw your eye into this busyness here, and then these two pieces here then draw your eye back into this area here, and then this little bit of shadow block then draws you totally out of the image, and it really ends up being the perfect composition, which I think we'll go over one day. This is nice. It's really pretty. Graphic play on architecture. This is scale. This is really pretty. See, there's that wide angle coming back into play. So I can't wait to see that on. We didn't see that in the pets, I don't think. No, we didn't. Pretty. Just super clean. Automotive, here we go. I know these guys. So it's a team of two dudes that shoot together. They do great work. I'm actually love their stuff. Love this Porsche. Shot it recently. It's amazing. This is nice. Daniel. It's cool. Oh, lovely. I'm gonna avoid effing people's names up by just not saying them at all. Continue to kind of squeeze out of the screen here. Ugh, that's sexy. Gosh, good job. See, I like it when I see an image and it's like, I want. feel like they've accomplished good imagery when they've done that. I even love that they were like, hey, you know what? We're gonna push this a little further. Rather than just do a single image, we're gonna make this graphic. Cool. Do you? This is hard. I don't know. Once you are selected to be in this, it is a little expensive, which is fine. But it's hard to like be like, hey, this represents me when you've done a series of images. I only select one. Vulgar. Woo. Good job, dude. Unka, I think his name is. It's cool. Bros. This is nice. Nate. This is cool. So this is what I believe to be, this is an action shot, and it looks like they've actually got it's a prism. There it is. The famous, infamous prism that a lot of people use. So let's see if I can get can't get it out. Oh. Yeah, you can kind of get it. Yeah, it gives you the really cool look on these images. Pretty neat trick. Yeah. That's what that is. I want to talk technique here. Ooh. This is fun. Look at that beat up. The Lamborghini. That's pretty. A-run. Hopefully I didn't screw that up. Ooh. Not gonna say that name because I will ruin it. This is nice composition here. Ooh, Sean Izzard. This guy is really good. Not because his name's Sean, but because he's really good, obviously. This is nice. Nice mood setting here. Sheet metal. This is cool. Volkswagen. All right, who's this? Milton. 2 pages? Wow. Good job, dude. Nice. All right. Willie? Looking good here. Well, this is cool. I love scale. Just juicy. You rarely see it with automotive because they do tend to just be so much. I can't handle the drums here. There we go. It's hard to see it because car eyes because they really want to see the car, and whereas we're like, look at this pretty landscape. So it's really nice to see scale being used for composition. Lisa Link, look at her go. This girl's on fire right now. Try and find a day she's not working. Good for her. Oh, it's me! Get out of here! I kind of knew I was going to be in here, but this is what I do. This is all. One day I'll go over how we built this shot. If my CG artist friend ever joins me. I was hoping it wasn't going to be as pixelated looking, but what are you going to do? Hey, I'm right next to Lisa, though. Feeling special. Good job, Vicus. Good job, buddy. He really is amazing. This was a lot of fun to create. Nice. I love this stuff. You know, it's so black on black is so hard. Let me tell you, It's so nice to see somebody put in the effort to make something look good. This car is awesome. What was that one? It's cool. Look at that. Nice. It's really cool. This. Oh, Frederick Schlosser. I screwed up his name. I'm sorry, Frederick. This guy does great work. Some of my favorite stuff. I think I use this as inspiration for a vintage project I'm working on right now for myself. It's an old Big Boss Mustang, but man, this guy is a epic machine. Oh, look at this. Lifestyle and automotive together as one. Ooh, this is pretty. Really nice. Whoa. Oh, we'll go through that quickly. Oh, beauty and nudes. I feel like we might have to kind of pass this section. Let's see here. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna put on my little be right back screen. I checked. No nudes. We're good. This is cool. So neat when, I don't know, I feel like for me, images like this is intriguing. This makes you ask a question, and this just makes you feel. You feel something from that. This is cool. This is Keira Knightley, I believe. Really nice. Using her hair as a headpiece, it's really cool. I love this stuff. Interesting. Really cool. Oh, so much fun. Reminds me of David Chappelle, or LaChapelle, not David Chappelle. Maybe his name is David LaChapelle. I feel like it is. I don't know. I have a book in the background, but yes. Love this. These are fun, but also the most challenging to work with. So kudos to those people. There's a fashion. See some more of our little wide angle coming into play here. This is pretty. Ooh, look at this liquefaction. Oh, this is cool. Fun. Ryan, good job. Love this composition and the colors. Just so lovely. It's cool. It's nice. I feel like neon has definitely kind of been a theme too. Portraits on white. Love it. Yes, it's neat. Cool seeing all these different styles. Is it Peter again? It is. Same guy that did the duo that did the green Porsche Taycan. This is nice. I feel like this is how the pandemic is supposed to feel when it ends. Right? This is cool. Whoa, whoa. Interesting. Sad. No, see, this is like a second read thing right here, right? You're like, oh, pretty flowers. And then you start to notice like the little details of like the plastic and the Q-tips. I believe these are opiums. Or not opium. Plants. The plants opium is made from. I'll just stop talking about drugs. Let's see here. Interesting. Mushrooms are beautiful. I feel like this could have been in architecture. I love, it's just cool that plants and flowers has its own category. I'm a big tree fan. Love trees. Let's see. Food and drink. Food, drink. The green O. Guessing that's a drink? Ooh, I love this. Reminds me of a... What's that one composite art? Or not composite, but old painter. I forget his name. Really good with lighting. Can't remember. I'm drawing blanks right now. It's probably the leftover COVID in my brain. Ooh. Action food shot. Yeah. That's exciting. Good job, dude. Interesting. Food with bugs. Feel like another win there. Interesting. Moody traditional. I like it. The colors. Ooh. You know, this is something you don't normally see. You'd never see like the food splatter on the plate or like the wine glass. This is interesting. I'm liking this. Is that moldy food? This is... I am tripping. No, that can't be mold. I think that's probably anchovies, right? Love that I'm like mid. You know what? I'm gonna be right back. You guys enjoy the spread. And we're back. When nature comes a knocking, you don't keep a talking. That's one thing I've learned in this world. Your body's trying to tell you something. So, it's interesting. That's cool. I used to have a blog about meat, believe it or not. Everything from breeding cattle to barbecue competitions to butcher shops, food processing. I've seen it all. And then I went vegan for a good year and a half. Now I'm kind of in the middle. This is interesting. I love this. The food is texture. Oh, it's just so pretty. It's like the front of a building, right? Architecture almost. I feel like this is it's almost religious, right? Samo. I wonder if this is this photographer's bread and butter. Dad jokes are welcome. I'll be here all week. I do have a kid due literally next week, so. Nice. Also, like, it's like a landscape. That's really pretty. Ah, this is fun and different. This reminds me of a friend of mine, Jason Travis. He does a lot of work like this. He's actually, maybe one day I'll have him on through an interview and have him kind of walk through his work, because his stuff is just impeccable. Worked with him on a project once. It's funny, as a composite artist, I also get work where I get to work with other photographers, which is also extremely exciting. So it's not always me all the time. So I love that I have that kind of diversified background. This is really cool. Really love this. Change. I can't. Next song. Right, this we can deal with. Landscapes. Perfect music for landscapes. Good job, Nicole. Really nice. So it's funny, like, to me, like, the most epic photos you can have is scale, right? And we were showing scale, composition scale. Little car, big trees, very dramatic. Same thing here. Texture. It's cool. I feel like Iceland was kind of big this last year, maybe. I don't see more Iceland in here. Anybody else felt the Iceland theme kind of coming? Beautiful. Gene, good job. And friends, I'm not going to ruin the names. It's lovely too. It's great. Ugh. It's almost otherworldly, right? Like that's the best part. Very. Interesting that this film landscapes. Interesting. Cool. Still waiting for somebody with CG to make be in the landscapes. Interesting. See, this looks Icelandic. Oh wow, look at this. Oh, I love this. Oh, it's all Renaissance-y, like Dutch paintings. Ugh, love it. Love it. This is, I might have to use this for inspiration. This is delicious. Any pub. That is really cool. Oh, the little shift action there on the camera. Hello, Christina. Welcome. Glad to have you here to go over this beautiful issue. Currently in the landscape section. Leap. Colors are just wicked. This is interesting. Paul Fosbury. Nice. Epic. Spark 44. I've heard of that. Oh, I have 2 drinks. Not screwed that up. Again, special thanks to Claudia Kaufman over at Lurzer's Archive for getting us this really cool digital issue to be able to walk through. The top 200 hat photographers. This is neat. You got this. So just in terms of the composition, you've got this beautiful sweeping highway, right? That kind of drags you into this, again, scale. Large trees, little valley. And then you have the light to dark kind of being able to drag you back and forth here. And then you're like, all right, well, what's going to get me to the top and the bottom of the frame? Well, you have the sun. So you got this hot spot, and then you have this dark spot contrast down here. So it really is just this beautiful composition. You know what? I'm going to save this as a composition reference for later. Just kind of, I don't even think it let me screen capture it. That's fine. Note to self. I'll do a composition session in another episode where we kind of go over this stuff. Just quintessential classic. Horizon line. Infinite horizon line. It's really pretty. It also has really nice composition. Takes your eye all the way through the image. You got a little tension here that kind of like these little rocks drag you back in, and then you look at the kid. It's like a last payoff. It's pretty neat. Life. This category. I feel like maybe there's a bigger social statement going on in this photo. Nobody else feel that in this one? Maybe relevant, maybe not so much. Maybe that's just what the news does to us, huh? Alright. This is interesting. It's cool. Love this stuff. Total, like, I get the pandemic here. I get it. Get it. The washing of the... Totally got this in this stuff. Great. You've stocked up all your stuff. You've got your Amazon deliveries right here. Like, this is just so... captured. We all washed our goddamn groceries. I did too. I did. All right. Change this music. cool lighting here. This is really neat. Still in the life section. Yeah, the lighting in this is really good. Good job, Jonathan. It's fun. We discovered the Neon Sign Museum a few streams ago. It's cool. It's kind of like life stopped in time, huh? Moments in time. You know, I was actually making the story of this place, this particular structure in New York. I forget what it's called. I tried building it as like a sculpting, not sculpting, but like modeling project in Blender. It was really hard. The crazy part of COVID. Yeah. The interesting thing is, so they opened this up to be public. It was supposed to be like an iconic New York structure. It was basically, I don't know what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiers, and you'd walk up all these tiers to the top. You see the view of New York, but apparently people kept committing suicide, so they stopped allowing people. Well, it happened twice, and they're like, all right, you can't go up without somebody else, so you had to go up in pairs. And then it happened again, so they just completely shut it down. I think they spent a couple $100 million on it. So it's kind of frustrating, I think. Anyways, still a nice photo. This is cool. I love this. The McDonald's logo. This is good. I love this stuff. This is really smart. I love clever stuff like this. Classic. Just a classic here. I would visit Newport Beach because of this. Porsche Speedster, my top 10 cars list that I want one day. Anybody else have that list? It's funny. Cool. It looks staged, but almost not, right? It's interesting. There's a weird thing happening here. I don't know if maybe it's just me that notices it. There's a lean. Not this image. This image. This leans this way. This one, it's straight, but the trees lean this way. And this one, these poles lean this way. I don't know if it's a thing. Or I'm just grasping for things to tie this all together. Sup, dude? Welcome. Pavrish. This is cool. Scale. Again, I love scale composition stuff. Ooh. They did it. Feels good. I love this. They got all the colors in here. This is delicious. I'm good. Wimpavrish. I'm just going to say Wimpavrish. Welcome. Welcome to my stream. Today we're going over the top 200 advertographers. And this Tim Tatter did it. Look at this. This feels epic. I love this stuff. Cyans, magentas, purples, pinks, yellows, oranges, blues. Oh, just the entire rainbow. I love that. Pacific Northwest, dude, welcome. I'm the Pacific Southwest, I guess. South Bay. This is nice. Graphic dance photography. Life and movement. Oh, this is... Look at this. This is interesting. You're just like, what's going on here? Welcome to Seattle, dude. The sun will come. I know it seems like it's not. It will come. What is it? May, June, July. May, June, July. Yeah, you should have it these 3 months. I know it's hard to believe. Even though the weather... It's funny, I went to go shoot. And I love these. I know people... It's funny, I follow a thread on Reddit called Commercials I Hate. There's so many things that I work on in there. It's pretty bad. But it's all like cliche stuff that people hate. But anyways, I love this stuff. It's just like, how can you be awkward, attention-getting, and create a cool concept and idea all at the same time? And this is it. This guy who's half motorcycle, half man. It's just the coolest. It's the coolest. And then they're like, let's just take it to the next level every single time. There's a word for these types of photos. I can't put my finger on it. I do love this stuff though. It's like, what is this? Like classic composition? It's really like, not that it's flat. Flat's the wrong term. But it's just like mono-esque. I don't know. Not super heavy blacks. No super heavy whites. Just it's like tonal range that's just super tight. It's always interesting to me to see what they choose, how it makes it, and then what also makes the cover. It's just so intriguing to me. More life. This is cool. It's got a bit of a cinematic vibe to it. Interesting. Pandemic. Got a pandemic vibe to it. What? There's a ghost in there? Is there a ghost in all of these? That's intriguing to me. Because in my head I'm going, why? Is there other out-of-place stuff in here? No. I mean, there's like this greenery growing in all of them. I'm thinking that's a theme. I'm sure the photographer is sitting there, if he were here, listening to me and being like, this guy is an idiot. It's fine. You and my wife can hang out together and talk about me. This is emotional. Guys, I think she wants us to come with her. That's the vibe I'm getting. With everything happening in Ukraine, it's freaking crazy. Makes it very sad. I feel like lifestyle, architecture-y, ad-ish. What's this? Casa Regal. Mondrian Oriental de Ho. It's interesting, if you ever stayed at the Mondrian Oriental in Las Vegas, there's no slot machines in there. They also make you basically pay for the slot machines with the cost of the room. Pretty. Emotional stuff. Graphic. I like it. It's cool. I was wondering, like, was this added in post or was this like that? This is cool. I love these graphic plays. I feel like I've seen this person's stuff before. Anil Akos. I said that right. It's funny. I mean, nobody ever thinks to do this and then be amazing at it. This looks like a CG or a miniature play, prop play. Animals in my chair. Guys, I think there's a smoking gun here. Oh, look. There it is. Oh, this is cool. So I used to work, a little bit of my backstory. Sure, nobody really wants to hear it, but you're going to hear it anyways. I worked at the Walt Disney Company for 3.5 years. I was manager of product development for footwear, headwear, and hosiery, aka shoes, hats, and socks. And one of the coolest things I got to do was partner with Adidas, and we did a bunch of like high in the sky concept stuff. And one of them was Toy Story shoes that had Green Army men molded into the outsole of the shoe, and it was clear. It was the coolest idea ever. Anyway, this is really neat. I love growing my own tomatoes and making my own tomato sauce. I know that has nothing to do with this, but I love this juxtaposition. Lobster tail. Are these called Manolo Blancs? I always forget who's the designer behind the red sole, or I forget what that's called. It's cool. I miss Polaroid, but I don't. If he wants to wait 2 minutes to get a photo, you can just see it digitally. It's interesting. It's hanging. Oh, those are lights? Well, I'm trying to see if there's something else I'm supposed to see in here. Cool. Oh, there's our nudity session. Pass. Okay. Who's this for? POWA. I'm not going to say anything about this. I don't want to offend anybody. Interesting. These are cool. Cool portraits. This guy looks famous. Shite Day, Mark Peters, for Gatorade. Yeah, dude's totally famous. It's cool. I mean, the composition in this is great. The feeling, the vibe, the setting, the lighting, all the stuff is just really nice. And it's super simple. Not everything has to be over the top. It's cool. Totally getting the ultra vibes here. Interesting. You see the watch. You know, I just realized this ad is for Circle K, which is so interesting to me. When you think about it, it's just this serene, like, landscape, almost a Dutch-esque clouds over like a lake or a coastline with the Circle K in the background, out of focus. It's fun. Sometimes the best parts of life are just the best. Love this. Nice color. It's cool too. Oh. COVID, right? COVID photography. I like how the bush is giving you the middle finger. Look at that. YouTube bush. It's cool. Oh, masks, huh? Behind the plastic. This is an interesting look. This is probably after COVID. This is for for fondant. You know what they're selling there. Not gonna fall for it. This is really cool. So we got what? This is interesting projector. Oh, this is just beautiful. I love this. I've seen a lot of stuff with paint this year. You know, like that, people putting the buckets on the strings and doing the letting it kind of like, you know, spin around and paint. Lots of splatter stuff. Very interesting stuff with painting this year. Ooh, that's cool. There's a word for this. I think it's like, it's graphic portraits or something. I don't know. Very interesting to me. I'll have to get Jason Travis on to talk about this. Or reach out to him. It's cool. It's beautiful. This is neat. I love this clean. We did the retouching on this. Burrell Communications Chicago. Burrell's one of my clients. Good for them. I do Toyota for Burrell. Bill Zellman, Marcelo. We won't ruin the name. I love that. It's cool too. So there's this, you know, I didn't see it that much in this issue, but there's this trend of like back focus. I don't know if people are just bored of stuff being in focus, but everybody's doing it. So there's a trend of like, all right, back focusing. There's a trend of who can do the most awkward model pose ever. And then there's the wide angle trend. So we've got a few trends going on here. There's the paint trend too. So it's interesting. It's kind of interesting to keep track of trends and then figure out how you can apply them to your own work. I'm trying to see if I've done that at all. No, I haven't. I'm such a square. Oh yeah. I feel like lighting, interestingly, like this has kind of been a thing too. Yeah, I love white on white. It's cool. Good job, Andy. This is cool. This reminds me here of, you're right, Christina, they're using paint and everything. This reminds me a bit of that famous portrait or painter, Norman Rockwell. This is a very Norman, also, what's that? Richard Avedon as well. Very interesting to me. Very Richard Avedon. They just feel good, right? This just feels good. Dirk, we feel good. Jamie, we feel good. What we got here? This is what COVID felt like. Boat and kind of like sand. Not really in water. That's cool. I love these portrait artists. Tom Franks. Good job, Tom. It's cool. Great. Is it Dorothea Lange I'm thinking of? Photographer. No thanks. Oh, I love these color. Americana classic almost. This is cool. I can feel the debt and the creepiness of these dudes. Like this guy. I don't know who these people. This is self-promotion, but yeah, I can feel the. This guy's got like a gambling debt. I shouldn't be mean. I'm gonna stop. I try to be funny, but it doesn't work out. That's what my kid and my wife tell me. All right, I've accepted it. This is a nice play on light. This light sliver, the light sliver, the sliver light is also a thing right now. It's cool. Well, that's cool. The mask is cut out like a hand or stitched like a hand. I feel like, you know her, Janssen? She's an actress or something. These are great. Let me have another portrait artist I can remember. It's nice portraits. Nice, clean portraits. Looks like a beauty dish. That's what we'll do one day, is go over all the different... It's not like I have access to like a lighting studio, but... Christina, it's right. It's okay to be funny, but the problem is I'm not funny. So that's where it all works out. This is cool. I love this. I love this lighting. Rembrandt was who I was thinking of earlier. Rembrandt lighting. Cool. Mariachi. This is neat. Again, just awesome lighting. Wonderful colors. Wow, these are powerful. These really stand out to me. Oh, this is cool. Again, I love this lighting techniques. These color splits and spills. It's really nice. This is great. Beautiful clouds. They almost look painterly, right? Just beautiful. Graphic action sports. That's beautiful. It's like an area near me. Ish. Yeah. It's like Redondo. This is fun. It's beautiful. I feel like I should go back through here and see, like, look at all the landscapes and figure, like, all right, how many of these are done near magic hour? Like, are majority of them, or half? Is it split? Like, are people using the best light that they can to create content? Or is it about like stuff like this? I love this type of stuff. Super graphic. This is fun too. Light spilling. This has definitely been a theme. Guys, while I'm doing this, you got to think about stuff that you want to see from me. Stuff you want to learn, you want to make, you want to know, you want to whatever. Let me know. We'll make it happen. I just need a little bit more feedback from you guys, because I am kind of making it up as I go on. Literally make up content, and I feel like I'm kind of getting nowhere with that stuff. So let me know. Good. I feel that moment of like you just ran and you're not sure if you won or not. What's next? Excuse me. This is just cool. I feel that. This is all great. Epic. Look at that scale. Boom. Awesome. Saatchi and Saatchi Melbourne. Toyota Australia. Yeah, Toyota. This is the craziest stuff I see people do. I just can't. Can't. Good for them. Won't see me do it ever. I feel like ice has a weight limit. This is Prada. This is cool. Oh, this is beautiful. I love this. It's like a still life, but as a landscape. That's the vibe I get from this. Ooh. There's a statement here. There's a lot of, I feel like in this piece, it's funny, you don't think there's much going on. To me, there's a lot of tension going on. You've got, like, this is very interesting and weird. Like, these pieces have been cut off, and there's like one leaf over here. And then you have this stuff that's stacked over here, but it's hanging on the edge, and then you have these things that are in a bag. Like, but it's just like visual tension going on, which is kind of fun. How to composite images and bring in the right colors and gradients to make it look realistic. All right, that I can do. You can always explore doing work with Adobe programs on the iPad. You know, I haven't done much on the iPad, so I have to check that out. You can do the mermaid challenge. I'll look up the mermaid challenge. Maybe I'll do that today. Or you could send me a link. Mermaid contest. I love contests. I say bring it on. I have stuff that I've shot that I haven't used, so I'm always down. I usually have to get permission from the models before I'm like, hey, can I stick your face on a mermaid? We'll make a mermaid out of CG cars. I don't know. Well, you've got me going now. Now I'm... Anyways, this is cool. Reminds me of Salvador Dali-ish. Neat. Just pretty photos. People working. This is really graphic. I think the most epic stuff I've done, maybe we'll go through it one day, so that, because it's not all cars. I did a story about, I don't know, was it like 8 years ago? There was, everybody was worried about pink slime with food, right? There was this, the scare about, like processed chicken. Anyways, so I did a story called Moo to Mouth Meet a True Love Story, and I covered women that worked in the agricultural industry, all the way from a girl who produced and raised her own cattle, to a woman who owned her own butcher shop, to a lesbian couple who also had a self-sustained butcher shop where they processed all their own meats from local cattle producers. And so one was a processing plant, the other one was... Anyways, it was all the entire ag world through the eyes of women, which I thought was really cool. I'll have to share that someday. This is neat. cool. Feel this. Oof. Well, looks like that's it. Well, that was fun, guys. Thanks for coming. I even made it on the top of the list. So, yeah, it's a pleasure having everybody here. Thanks for coming. You all have a wonderful Friday. I'm going to go check out the Merman Challenge. And got to get on the next stuff. So, thanks to all these people for submitting. Again, thanks to Claudia Kaufman over at Archive for giving us this digital issue to be able to go through and walk through you guys all live. Thanks again. Peace. Have a great day. Follow me Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all those places. I will see you soon, maybe even today.